So, primitive man knew that one glass time would correspond to one glass distance, and that if he knew what that distance was, he'd be able to figure out the distance around the Earth just by multiplying it by 250. Primitive man then thought about the map that described where he was. Then all I have to do, he thought, is stand on the east bank with my timing jar. And at the very moment when it's noon on the west bank, start turning the time jar to find out how many turns it takes to get to the east bank, which is a distance of 100 miles. Now, he reasoned, if he knew how many turns it took to go 100 miles, then he could probably figure out how far the sun would go in 250 turns. How many miles it traveled in a day, which would of course be the distance around the Earth. However, there was a problem with this plan. If he were standing on the east bank, he would have to start turning when it was noon on the west bank. But how was he supposed to know when that was? It was 100 miles away. Well, this was a problem. Even if he had a friend over there, there weren't any cell phones in those days, hadn't been invented yet. So even if the friend yelled as loud as he could that it was noon, he wouldn't hear him. So he thought about this problem, and he came up with a solution. Let's find out what that was.